I don't know what's wrong with that disposal. When you turn it on, it makes a funny sound.
So does my wife. That's why I married her.
Funny.
Well, here you go. I'll have it back for you in a week.
Well, wait a minute. There's a big hole in my sink. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Don't make garbage. Whatever happened to that goofy-looking guy? The one that used to live here with the goat.
I threw him out. I couldn't take the smell anymore. So I got a new roommate.
What's going on?
Hey, pal. Roommate-wise?
You definitely traded up.
Who's he?
It's Bruno, our super. You want some breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I mean, last night was only your first night here.
Hey, don't make it sound like we're living together.
Okay, what do you call it?
I call it major bad luck. If I hadn't met you, I wouldn't have busted a leg and lost my job. Believe me, if I could afford to live anyplace else, I would.
All right, look, I've got to go to school. Just don't touch any of my stuff, okay? I don't want to get any of your girl cooties on it.
Can I help you?
As Harry Truman once was saying, the goat stops here.
Well, any friend of Harry's is a friend of mine. What can I do for you?
Allow me to be introducing myself. I am Anatole Gigigian. And I am moving in.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
This tea is delicious. Already I am feeling like I am home.
Did Glenn enjoy his tin can? What a well-mannered goat. He can have Wesley's room.
Is really matter to be taken up with man of house.
I'm afraid man of house won't be back until this afternoon. I do hope you'll consider waiting.
You are being very kind to me. Do you have an exterior motive? I like Mr. Ed because always is teaching a little lesson.
You're kidding.
This is one where Ed learns not to mess in his own backyard.
Pay attention, Heather.
Hey, pal, what gives?
You must be man of house. I greet you and beg your permission to move in.
What?
Your son, Kevin, kicked me out of apartment which was half mine.
I wonder why.
So I am asking, pretty please with bat wings on it, can I move in?
All right. You can't do that.
You pipe down, blonde goddess. This is matter for men.
Are you going to let him talk to me like that, George?
No way. Who are you calling a blonde goddess?
What's this all about?
It's an old Eastern European custom that I learned during the Prague Spring. When the eldest son throws his roommate out, the family has to satisfy the injustice.
Frog spring my patootie. You're out of here.
Let's not be hasty. I mean, there might be legal ramifications.
Well, whatever it is, it's Kevin's problem.
Well, maybe we should talk to him about it.
Let's go.
Don't wait dinner. What the hell are you doing home?
Oh, well, my second class was canceled, so I thought I'd get in some study time. But I never dreamed I'd learn so much.
I'm gonna take a bath.
You need any help getting in the tub?
I am not an invalid. I am perfectly capable of moving myself around.
Yeah, so I saw.
Help! Help!
Wait a minute, you don't have any clothes on.
I know, so don't look.
Well, I have to if I'm gonna help you.
No, you don't. Put a towel over your head.
Come on, we are both adults here. I mean, you're acting like I've never seen a naked woman before.
Well, have you?
Yeah, I have. 5 times.
I'm thinking.
I can't see anything.
Good.
Wow!
It was open. He must be here.
Well, if he's not, we're going to stay here until he shows. I want some answers about Anatole and his goat. Then again, it's cheaper than a trash compactor. Let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Mom, Dad, this is my new roommate, Casey.
Hi, everybody. Well, this is what I look like dry. Look, I just like how
So, Casey, where are you from and who are your people? I'm just trying to get to know your roommate better. Talk.
Well, Mrs. Owens, I was born here in Pittsburgh, but I was raised in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yeah, my father was a professional gambler.
I see. And your mother?
She was a showgirl before she was married, and after she had me, she ran off with an Elvis impersonator.
All right, tell me, young lady, exactly what are your intentions towards my son?
Look, Mrs. Owens, Kevin is a nice guy, but I'm not interested in him marriage-wise, sex-wise, or any other-wise.
See, I told you, Marsh. There's nothing to worry about.
Well, what's the matter? Isn't my son good enough for you?
And heel and toe and heel and toe and hip, 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 hip. Heel and toe and heel and toe and hip, 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 hip.
Hey, what the hell's going on around here?
It's a native dance. The flotke, I believe.
I know the flat key when I see it. What's he got to dance about?
He's thrilled with his new family.
Oh, yeah? Hey, pal, I talked to Kevin. He said he gave you back all your money minus the cleaning deposit.
This is not about money. This is about dignity of your name.
Hit the road.
Come, Glenn.
What a jerk.
But boy, could he dance.
I have one more thing to be saying.
Just a moment.
Because you did not take me in, a curse on you and all your skin. You have made a great mistake. Bad luck will come. This is not fake. La
Oh, look, before you go to bed, I wanted to apologize. I'm sorry my mom put you through the 3rd degree this afternoon. She's a lawyer. She's used to badgering witnesses.
Don't worry about it. I made all that stuff up.
Huh?
Yeah. My dad's a steelworker and my mom's a housewife.
You mean you were making fun of my mother?
No, I was taking care of myself. I am the boss of 20 guys. I can sure handle a nosy mom.
Yeah, I guess you can handle anything.
I'm going to sleep.
Good night.
Night.
You wretched wench.
Forgive me, oh wicked stepmother.
Methinks the larder needs restocking.
Methinks an extra Y chromosome got over the fence. Whoever could that be?
Must be that boar's head pizza I ordered. 2 guys from Cal. Weights without. Move your bustle.
I am pleased to be announcing the arrival of His Royal Highness, the Prince of Charming.
I, the Prince of Charming, am here to rescue you, oh fairest one, from your life of drudgery and bad cooking smells.
Go for it, Big Mama.
Not so fast, fur lip.
It is to you I speak, oh bodacious damsel. All the kingdom knows of the slave-like life you lead. And I, in my band uniform, am here to pluck you from the clutches of this brocade buffalo.
Look, this is my job. This is what I do. And I don't need you or any other man to rescue me. I can take care of myself. Got it, Kevin? 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 Can I sleep here tonight?
You want to sleep here? With me? Hop in.
Look, I don't want you to get the wrong idea about all this. I am not a tease.
No, you're being very direct, and I appreciate that.
Kevin, the only reason I'm in bed with you is because I'm afraid of the thunder.
Oh, well, I'm afraid of lightning. Maybe we can merge our fronts.
I'm serious.
So am I.
Forget it, Mr. Sensitive. I'm going back to my room.
I'm going to Bermuda!
Take Wesley with you. He can explore the triangle.
No, I'm really going. I want an all-expense-paid cruise.
What's all the excitement?
Cruise, you say?
Yeah, I filled in an entry form at the mall last week, and the drawing was today, and I won. Can you believe my luck?
Hey, well, so much for that silly curse.
Yeah.
So, when do we all leave, kitten?
Well, we're not exactly all going. The cruise is for two.
Oh, George, we have the best daughter in the whole world giving us a second honeymoon. How come I can't go on the cruise?
Have you forgotten? You're banned in international waters.
You know, you're all so selfish. This is my cruise, and I want it.
Don't you take that tone with me, Missy.
Mom, I'm the one.
Why can't we all go?
Round 1 over. Lunch will be served at the end of round 2.
Where are you going? You look like some kind of college professor.
Well, actually, there's a party over at the student union. And listen, if you're just going to be hanging out here all night, maybe you'd like to come with me.
Oh, thanks. I wouldn't fit in. I mean, I wouldn't fit in my party clothes, you know, with the cast and all.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, maybe some other time.
Maybe.
Guess I'll be seeing you.
Guess so.
And for the past 12 years, I've been chairperson of the Cartesian Studies Department.
Cheese whiz on a high house?
Oh, you are some hot hostess, Mrs. Kevin.
So, Owens, the chair of the English department is going to be vacant. I assume we'll be seeing you there next year.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Professor. I am counting on it, all things being equal, of course.
Here's some olive oil, Professor Roydenman.
Rosenthal.
Romenden.
Rosenthal.
Rosenheil. Rose.
Thin.
Thin.
Thor.
Thor.
Rosenthal.
Heidenwald. Wallenwald. Heilenben.
You'd better tend to your wife, Owen.
Yes.
She's off the beam again.
Right, look.
What a bimbo.
Say, he said, what a bimbo.
Yes. What a bimbo. What a bimbo. What a bimbo.
What a bimbo.
What a bimbo. What a bimbo. What a bimbo. What a bimbo. What a bimbo.
want?
I brought you a little present.
It's a garbage disposal.
I stayed up 2 nights fixing this for you.
Look, do you have to do that now? It's late.
Super's work is never done. Besides, I needed to get out of the house for a while. My wife doesn't understand me.
Honey, I know exactly where you're coming from.
We were simpatico.
Hey, what's going on here?
I was just installing your garbage disposal.
Yeah, right, pal. Well, not tonight. You're out of here.
You'll be sorry the next time you make coleslaw.
Well, I guess it's a lucky thing I showed up, huh?
You're overreacting, Kevin. I could have handled it.
Oh, yeah, right, Casey. Come on, who are you kidding?
I could have handled it. I can take care of myself.
Yeah, that's all I ever hear.
Oh, well, I'm sorry if my limited vocabulary is boring you.
Hey, look, I never said you were boring, but if you were, I'm sure you could handle it.
I don't need this.
I don't need this either.
Fine.
Fine.
Mr. Belvedere, are you sure this is going to help Dad's back?
When Her Majesty would put her back out, she would insist I walked up and down her spine.
That would explain her stiff upper lip.
Oh, all right, George.
The least you could have done was take your shoes off.
Hi.
Where have you guys been? Went to the mall hours ago.
Well, we just took a little shortcut past the police station on our way home.
Huh? They said I was shoplifting.
Good heavens.
Strictly amateur.
I was buying my cruise wear and I forgot I was still wearing a bikini when I got dressed.
So they got you for theft.
No, assault. I decked the security guard when he tried to take it back.
Yeah, so we figured as long as we were already at the police station, we might as well make out the accident report.
You guys got in an accident, too?
It's not funny, Wes. We were stopped at a red light and we were rear-ended by the Good Humor truck.
There were Eskimo pies all over the street.
And I missed it.
Don't laugh too hard. Your bike was in the trunk.
Oh, no. And I just had the stereo put in.
Hey, my back goes out. Heather gets arrested. Marcia gets in an accident. Wes's bike gets mangled. What the hell's going on around here?
It's the curse.
No, it isn't. We're just having a really, really bad day. Or it could be the curse.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Kevin. I'm sorry I didn't do your laundry, but I've been rather busy.
No, I didn't come for that. I just wanted to talk to you.
Make it brief. I'm in the middle of a curse removal.
Huh?
Yes, it seems that Anatole...
I don't want to know. It's my new roommate. I mean, she's driving me crazy.
Tell her to move.
No.
Then tell her to stay.
No.
I think perhaps we should be a little more specific.
I just don't get it. I mean, one minute she's hopping into bed with me, and the next minute she's trying to hit me with a crutch.
She does sound highly strung.
I try to help her out, you know? But every time I do something nice for her, I get kicked in the slats.
Kevin, were there bells on the hill that you never heard them ringing?
Oh, yeah.
Were there birds in the sky that you never saw them winging?
Yeah.
I may only be a witch doctor, but from the sounds of your symptoms, you're in love.
Hi.
Hi.
Someone coming over?
No, I just thought I'd cook dinner.
Why?
Because I'm hungry. There's enough for both of us.
Okay.
I hope you like it. It's an old recipe of my mother's.
And how is Mrs. Boyardee?
Look, when you grow up like I did, you learn to take care of yourself.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Kevin, I'm sorry for the way I've been acting. It's not that I don't want to rely on anyone else. I just never learned how. What's so funny?
You know when you find out something that you should have known all along, but it takes somebody else to tell you?
Guess so. What did you find out?
This.
I could have told you that.
Well, what does this all mean?
I don't know. But until we figure it out, you're still sleeping on the couch.
I look like an idiot.
George, you cannot expect to remove a Balkan spit curse in a three-piece suit.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
This is the only way. First, we must have a ritual sacrifice. Heather?
Don't look at me, I'm not a virgin. Mom, get a life. I'm just kidding.
Actually, Heather, I was referring to the cruise tickets. Hand them over.
Why?
Heather, a sacrifice means you give up something. Give me the tickets.
And a one and a two.
What is to be going on here? Looks like refugees from Dick Clark alive.
Trying to get rid of that stupid curse you put on us.
That's what's only 24-hour curse. By the way, you've got that cheese on backwards.
Mr. Belvedere, did you know that was only a 24-hour curse?
Certainly.
And you burned my cruise tickets for nothing?
But think of the fun we had. Now, where were we? On top of old Smoky. It appears I was correct about Kevin. When I questioned him about his roommate, he mumbled incoherently, smiled a goofy smile, then hit his head on the door, leaving the room. As the Americans say, the boys got it bad. As of this writing, the Owens are still peeved that I torched those cruise tickets. If they only knew, the hand is quicker than the eye. I'll invite Grandma Hofnagel. When it comes to deck shuffleboard, I take no prisoners.
I'm Forrest Sawyer. Later on Nightline, nobody laughs when John Nauman sits down at the piano, but we think you'll have a grand time with him behind the scenes of the Van Cliburn Piano Competition. Tonight.
Tomorrow at 8, don't miss Supergirl, an ABC movie special. Then, The Streets Aren't Safe for a Man Called Hawk.
Hey, look at this. Lamar Gooberson died.
Who? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Do I know you?
Probably not. Mom, this is James Montgomery. You know the little boy I babysit for on the weekends?
Oh, yes. It's very nice to meet you, James.
The pleasure's all mine, ma'am.
A well-mannered child in this kitchen. I must call Ripley's.
James' mom was called out of town, so I told her he could stay with us for the next week.
Oh, that's nice, dear. What?
Oh, it'll be all right, I promise. I'll feed him and everything.
Heather, a young man requires a little more care than a stray puppy.
Or in Wesley's case, a rabid jackal.
You really should have discussed this with Dad and me first.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Owens. I'm sure James is a polite young man. If not, we can always tie him under the porch and feed him table scraps.
I'm Bert Hammond. This is my associate, Carl Putnam. We represent the Happy Guys of Pittsburgh.
Helping others happily. That's our motto.
Well, you can help yourself right out of here. The last time I saw you guys, you tried to drag me into some devil worship thing.
Our little Halloween party may have gotten a wee bit out of hand, but we've cleaned house.
Yeah, now you won't find so much as a deviled egg.
George, who's here?
Marcia, you remember the Happy Guys, Bert and Carl?
Oh, yes. Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
This guy slays me. Doesn't he slay you, Carl?
Well, it's easy for you to say, Bert. You're not Tweedledum.
Won't you come in and sit down?
Oh, well, thank you. Now, I don't want to alarm you folks, but there's a mad criminal on the loose, and he's attacking the women of Beaver Falls.
What does he do?
He steals their high-heeled shoes.
It's no laughing matter. Well, last night he stole my wife's best open-toed pumps. She's currently under sedation.
Well, have you called the police?
Unfortunately, this is what they consider a low-priority item.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's scandalous. I mean, it's scandalous.
That's why we're here. You've got to help us.
Hey, I'm a sportscaster. I don't know anything about catching criminals. Unless they've stolen home.
Anyway, George, old pal, we need your house for our meetings.
What meetings?
Tell him, Bert.
We formed our own neighborhood protection group, the Guardian Happy Guys.
We're going to make the streets safe for decent human beings.
I think I better warn Wesley.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
At this straight, you're telling me you've never had detention?
That's correct. Although I once had to stay after school to accept a good conduct medal.
Where'd you find this geek, Heather?
Wesley, you can't speak to James that way. Most people do.
Wesley, James will be staying with us for 1 week. Surely you can impersonate a human being for that long?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means quit acting like a jerk. Actually, Miss Heather, a jerk is a dull or stupid person. Wesley seems to be neither of those. I'm afraid you've misspoken.
You know, kid, you may not be a total zero after all.
Well, you can certainly learn something from him.
Maybe he can learn something from me.
Yeah, you want to come to order, please? Fellas, you want to quiet down and we'll start.
Gee, he's kind of high-strung, isn't he?
Gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the first meeting of the Guardian Happy Guys.
Hey, who ate all the crab puppies?
George had one.
Now, the high-heel bandit, as we have dubbed him, has eluded the police so far. But we, the Guardian Happy Guys, are going to see to it that he's captured and brought to justice.
Do we get to wear hats? You mean like golf hats with our own logo on them?
I didn't know we had a logo.
No, we don't have a logo, and we don't need hats.
Hey, but we did have these new buttons made up.
You bad guys, cut it out. Little rough, don't you think?
Now, the first order of business is to divide ourselves into patrol teams.
As long as we're dividing up into teams, why don't we get up a softball game? Hey, can I play third base? Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, honey. Come over here, give your old mom a big hug.
Where's everybody?
Your sister and brother are upstairs watching TV. Daddy and Mr. Belvedere are in the living room forming a vigilante group. And I have been exiled to the kitchen, so I'm doing my nails.
Dad and Mr. Belvedere are doing what?
Oh, they're having a meeting with that group of happy guys to track down the high-heel bandit.
Kidding.
Take a look.
Why are they marching around 2 by 2?
I think they're doing the Virginia Reel.
Mom, Mr. Belvedere's dipping Dad.
And remember now, we're only the eyes and ears of the police. If you see the high-heel bandit, do not try to apprehend him. Do not take any aggressive action yourself.
Hell, this is worse than none. I thought my part was over when the crab puppies disappeared.
Well, let's just get this over with.
Oh, I think it's too late to go patrolling tonight, don't you, Bert?
Way too late.
We do have time for turkey in the straw.
I still don't get why we're dancing.
It fosters teamwork, George. They say the Steelers do the bossa nova.
Now pay attention, kid. Maybe a little of the Owens magic will rub off on you. What's this?
Hot water bottle?
If you're not even going to try, we'll stop this lesson right now.
Sorry, I promise I'll try to think meaner.
Good. Now what you have here is your basic whoopee cushion. You place it on the principal's chair right before assembly. Then when he sits down after the Pledge of Allegiance...
That's not very nice.
Exactly. Now check this out.
Even I know that. That's a rubber snake.
Wrong. It's the real McCoy.
But serpents are not indigenous to the Beaver Falls area.
They are now. Quick, put him under that magazine on the chair.
But that's Heather's magazine. Won't she be startled?
At least.
Hey, Wes, have you seen my 17 magazine? I believe it's over there. Thanks, James.
Well?
I never knew it could be like this.
I don't know why we're sitting out here freezing our hooters off.
Well, if we're going to catch the high-heel bandit, we must sacrifice a little comfort.
I don't see you sacrificing any of those donuts.
If you're going to be nasty, I shall go home and you'll be the only happy guy on the streets without a patrol buddy.
I am not your buddy, and I am not a happy guy.
Since you are obviously unable to be pleasant, I suggest we keep our mouths shut and our eyes open.
You got it.
Fine.
Hey, Belvedere?
Now what?
I think I drank too much coffee. We better find a gas station.
You know we are not allowed to leave the stakeout for any reason.
Fine. I'll just use that bush over there.
Of course, that's your decision, but we're here to uphold the law, not to break it.
Huh?
Well, for one thing, there's indecent exposure. Vandalism. Defacing public property.
Okay, you made your point. I'll tough it out.
That's the spirit.
Belvedere?
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me a story?
About?
You know, to take my mind off things.
Oh, very well. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived under Niagara Falls. All day long, he did nothing but listen to the rush of the raging waters.
Stop that story!
Stay tuned for Shock Fear Theater. Tonight's presentation, The Killer Bra Strap in 3D.
The whole evening shot to hell. Hey, Wes, why aren't you in bed?
Somebody had to wait up for Mom.
Huh?
When it got late and you guys didn't come home, she got worried and went out looking for you.
Hey, Marshall, what happened?
Oh, George. He got me.
Who?
The high-heel bandit.
All of a sudden, I feel something in my back, and a voice in my ear says, "Give me those pumps or I'll pump you full of lead."
What happened then?
This is the worst part. I gave him my brand new snakeskin I paid $350 for them.
You what?
Down from $500? Oh, George, don't be angry. I've been violated.
Well, so have I.
Folks, I'm trying to make a report here.
Sorry.
I'm just sick about this.
Hi, I'm Bert Hammond. This is my associate, Carl Putnam. We represent...
Just get in here.
Came right over as soon as we heard about the missus.
Yeah, we picked up the police call on the scanner in my car. Oh, by the way, your car's being towed.
You know, you guys are supposed to be in charge of getting this dirt bag off the street. Now, I want to know what you're going to do about this.
Ooh, he's got spunk, Bert.
Yeah, real spunk. Have you ever considered becoming a junior happy guy?
Look, I'll do whatever I can to catch this jerk.
Yeah, we do need to take stronger measures.
I'd say this calls for another meeting.
Maybe we should have it here.
Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
I'll be here.
I'll bring the accordion.
Hey, Wes,
Yeah.
have you seen James? I went up to his room to look for him, and I found this note on his pillow. It says, I didn't do it.
Didn't do what?
Wesley, I hope you have a way of putting this chicken back together.
I didn't do it.
Then who did?
James.
Ridiculous. He's far too innocent to have masterminded something like this. He must have had help.
Hey, all I did was show the kid a few basic moves. Can I help it if he's a natural?
Wesley, you're poisoning his mind. I forbid you to teach him anything else.
Okay, but he's tasted success. You'll probably be hearing from him again.
Now, if you'll both excuse me, I am going upstairs to change. I seem to have fouled myself.
Mr. Belvedere! Oh, Mr. Belvedere, I need you! Mr. Belvedere!
What is it? My hands are rather full.
Oh, dear.
You have to help me find James.
First, we must find Lady Clairol.
That pint-sized Al Capone put blue dye in my shampoo.
No doubt after you put pop rocks in my souffle.
This is all Wesley's fault. I'm gonna pound him right after I smack James bald-headed.
Good Lord, Wesley, what have you done?
Nothing yet.
Then what's that?
What's left on my new 10-speed? I told James he could write it.
Apparently he rode it through hell.
Wesley, you created this monster. You have to stop him. Hey, Westman! Looks like something happened to your bike.
This isn't funny.
Loosen up, dude. Where's your sense of humor?
Gone up in smoke.
Hey, Tubbs, your beach ball's lopsided.
They call me Mr. Tubbs.
James, I want you to quit acting like this. What happened to that sweet little kid I used to babysit? That geek? He's history. By the way, I love what you've done with your hair.
You're not getting out of this.
I couldn't find a bag to match my shoes.
My, don't we look lovely this evening?
Knock it off. Let's just get this over with.
All right, you are, cutie. Gentlemen, or perhaps I should say ladies.
Not to me.
This gives new meaning to the word dragnet.
Now, for everyone's protection and safety, we'll work in pairs. By strolling the streets as women, we'll catch the high-heel bandit right where he lives.
Well, if we know where he lives, Bert, why don't we just go over to his house?
That's it. I'm out of here.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not going anywhere without my best girlfriend.
Just don't try to borrow my lipstick. Hey, where's Kevin? Kevin?
Yeah.
My God, you look stunning.
I know, I can't help it.
Gee, kid, couldn't you have gone a little easier on the eyeshadow?
Not according to Cosmo.
Well, you better be careful. You could get picked up.
Hey, Dad, that's not funny.
You are wearing your own underwear, aren't you?
Of course I am.
That explains the visible panty line.
Let's go. Now remember, if you sit down, keep your knees together.
Here you go, Belvedere. You sit down and I'll wait for the bandit in the bushes.
Why should I have to be baked?
Let's just say you're easy to spot from a distance.
Very well. George, what should I do if the bandit tries to accost me?
Play hard to get.
You don't. Somebody's coming. Oop. Good evening, my dear.
Look, honey, your kind belongs over by the fish pond. I'm working this end of the park. Beat it.
Evening, miss.
Good evening, officer.
A little late for a lady to be out by herself at night.
Oh, I'm not afraid.
You should be. Yeah, there's some nut running around stealing women's shoes right off their feet.
Oh, silly. Nobody would want my shoes.
I guess you're right. Still, you ought to think about going home.
Thank you, officer. I will.
Say, what's your sign?
Dead end! Dead end! Well, that was a big bust.
How do women keep from freezing to death in these things?
Well, at least you weren't hit on. God, men can be such animals.
Tell me about it.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, where have you been, Bert?
I'm afraid I have some bad news. The high-heel bandits struck again while you were out on patrol.
Where?
Over by the dairy.
The one place we didn't have a team.
I think it's time to try the police.
No, don't do that. I told you they're not interested. Besides, we can handle this by ourselves.
I'm not wearing any more girdles.
You should have tried one with a tummy tamer.
Hey, if you're so sure we can get this guy, how come you didn't dress up and go on patrol with us?
Well, somebody's got to run the operation, and it should be the one who knows the most about the crimes.
Yes, you do seem well informed about the high-heel bandit.
Well, let's just say I understand him.
Perhaps you can tell us how it is that he knows exactly where or when we're patrolling.
Maybe he's psychic.
Or maybe he's Bert.
Oh, you're crazy.
You take that back. Bert never stole anything.
Oh, really? Who told us first about the high-heel bandit?
Bert?
And who told us not to go to the police because they wouldn't be interested?
Bert.
And who's the one who's most obsessed with the shoe collection of the high-heel bandit? When the rest of us wouldn't know the difference between a Harachi and an espadrille.
Any fool knows that a Harachi is a woven flat-heel sandal, while an espadrille is a canvas wedgie with a rope sole.
How could you do it?
I didn't. I couldn't. I have this cane.
You never had a cane before.
Get it! No, fellas, you got to understand. You got to give me a chance to explain this. You see, I was a shoe salesman for 35 years. It's in my blood. I can't help myself. I'm sick. I promised to get therapy. Will you guys let me off the hook?
No.
What are you doing, James?
Making sure there's one less bird bath in the world.
You can't blow up the Huffnagel's bird bath. Somebody might get hurt.
Somebody might get hurt if they don't get off my case.
Look, kid,
Real pranks require planning, timing, and above all, finesse.
Finesse.
Yeah. Without a certain grace and dignity, a prank is just a mean trick. Or in this case, a crime.
Oh, give me a break.
I will. I'll promise to keep this a secret. But you have to promise to stop acting like me.
It's too late, Wes. I've seen the other side of the mountain.
If I rat on you, you're going to be seeing the other side of a set of bars.
Do you do that to me?
Try me.
Okay. You win. Want me to show you how to disarm it?
Hey, this is the king you're talking to.
Ready to go home, James? Sure, Heather. Okay, let's hit the road. Could I have a moment alone with Wesley, please? Okay, I'll just put your bag in the car. Thank you, Wesley, for almost an enlightening stay.
The enlightenment was mutual. Guess I'll see you.
See ya. Are you sure you disconnected that detonator correctly?
Hey, piece of cake.
Good.
Wesley! There's a bird bath in my crumb cake! The Beaver Falls crime sprees, both civil and domestic, have finally come to an end. With only Wesley's demented tricks to fear, it's almost like being on holiday. But the high-heel bandit was let off with a fine and a stern warning to steer clear of ladies' footwear and the feet on which it gathers. My part in his capture has left me with my dignity only slightly askew. Others were not quite so fortunate. Come in.
Mr. Belvedere, can I borrow a pair of gloves until the crazy glue wears off?
I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, carnival time in Rio. But with inflation at 1,000%, there's not much to celebrate. That's our story tonight.
Sunday at 7, limber up sports fans for a Frisbee hoop toss and the smallest indoor ski.
I just had a wonderful idea.
You're sending Wesley to Afghanistan.
No, it's just that you've been here for 5 years and you'll probably be with us another 5.
What?
So I'm redecorating your room.
What?
Don't worry, it will be tasteful and charming, I promise. Well, just look what I did with Kevin's old room.
You mean putting in a giant screen TV and painting the windows black?
Real sentimental, Mom.
I appreciate your good intentions, Mrs. Owens. Where do I sleep?
Oh, there's an extra bunk in Wesley's room.
Hey, look what I traded my accordion for.
Hi, Ed. Hi, Ange.
You ready for school?
Almost. I'm reading up on current events.
Oh, I knew a current event once. But that was years ago.
This is for speech club.
You're joining the speech club?
Yeah, to learn how to express myself better and become more articulate.
Okay. Who's the guy?
There is no guy.
You know, maybe I'll join the speech club, too. You? Well, don't act so shocked, Heather. I'm really good at expressing myself.
Oh, hi, Angela.
Oh, Mrs. Owens, my parents, well, they're going on a vacation. It's okay, honey. Your mother already called. You can stay here. Just think, I'll be living here all week. Isn't that great, Mr. Blowhole?
Wonderful. With your moving in and my bunking with Wesley, it'll be a dream come true.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
And sometimes people leave their sprinklers running even when it's raining, or they hose off their driveways in the middle of a drought.
Angela, the topic is illegal immigration.
I thought you said illegal irrigation.
An easy mistake.
Should I start over?
No. I tell you what, why don't we hear from one of our more experienced speakers, Marvin. Marvin, your topic will be healthcare in the United States. Go.
Healthcare. Many Americans cannot get or afford the medical care they need. Conservatives propose slashing public health care programs. Liberals want to pour billions of dollars into national health insurance. In my opinion, we should encourage insurance companies to pay for preventive medicine and establish a decentralized delivery system of public health care. Thank you.
Boy, he's really good. Yeah, and he's cute too, in a geeky sort of way.
Excellent, Marvin. Thank you. See you all next time.
Watch this. I'm gonna go introduce myself. I'm Heather. You know, that was a really good speech.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, you know what they say. All brain and no bladder.
Night, Mom. Night, Dad. Mr. Belvedere?
Yes?
What was that for?
I wanted to strike first, before you unleashed whatever fiendish prank you were planning.
Well, I guess you got me. I'm going to bed.
Well, Wesley, if we're going to be bunkmates, we might as well make the best of it.
I guess so.
I'll get the lights. Are you asleep, Wesley?
No.
Would you like a little entertainment?
Huh?
Back by popular demand, Sir Rodney Rabbit.
Hello, Sir Rodney.
Good afternoon, speakers. Why don't we begin today with a practice debate on the subject of nuclear disarmament? Who would like to take the pro position? Heather. And opposing? Marvin. Heather, your opening statement?
Well, I think we have enough nuclear weapons in this world. I mean, how many times can we blow ourselves up? All it is a big waste of money, which we could put into social programs to help humanity. Thank you.
Peace. Who among us doesn't want peace? The question, of course, even to the most naive, is how to achieve peace. And in conclusion, I say, strength, power, these are the guardians of liberty, the protectors of this grand experiment we call democracy. Thank you.
Anything to add, Heather?
I give.
See you all next time.
So, congratulations.
Thanks.
You know, you sure mopped up the floor with me.
I'm sorry. Bye.
Well, you know what? You're so good. I could sure use a few pointers from you. How about tomorrow after school, my house.
You mean your house? Where you live?
Yeah.
Well, sure. Why not? Oh.
Gosh, he's so shy, except when he's debating. It's like he's two different people. Yeah, like Clark Kent and Batman. So, you want a soda?
I never drink carbonated beverages before a debate.
Me neither. So, do you have a girlfriend?
No. I mean, I'm on the debate team, varsity towel boy, and president of the chess club. I don't have much time for girls.
Well, we're not all that time-consuming.
Frankly, I think it's me. In case you didn't notice, I'm kind of awkward.
Well, maybe you just haven't met anyone you feel comfortable with.
I like girls. I'm just never sure how to ask them out.
Oh, that's easy. I mean, let's take a hypothetical situation. Say you were asking me out.
You?
Uh-huh. Well, what would you say?
I don't know.
Well, just say, would you like to go out for a pizza and maybe see a movie tonight?
Whew, slow down. This is good stuff.
Anyway, chances are the hypothetical person would say, I'd love to. Hi, Marvin.
Hi.
Angela, we were kind of in the middle of something. Oh, okay.
Say, Angela, before you go. Would you like to get a movie and maybe see a pizza tonight?
I'd love to.
You're a genius.
So, how was the movie?
Oh, we couldn't find anything with a G rating, so we went bowling instead. You know, once you get to know Marvin, he's pretty neat. Even sexy. There was a moment when he got his thumb stuck in the ball and I was trying to help him get it out. And our bodies became completely intertwined.
Well, then what happened?
He had an asthma attack.
Gee, too bad.
You know, I never would have met Marvin if I hadn't joined the speech club. And I never would have joined if you hadn't joined. Boy, talk about destiny, huh?
Talk about density. In conclusion, freedom of speech is one of our most cherished rights and must never be taken for granted. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. You just earned a spot on the debate team for this Saturday's speech meet against Fielding High. That's all for today. Angela, could I see you for a second?
Hey, that's great about you making the team.
Oh, thanks, Marvin.
And thank you. Angela has changed my life.
Marvin, you went bowling together once.
The thing is, Angela has brought me out of my shell. I can talk to her just like I'm talking to you.
Well, now that you can talk to me, why don't you ask me out?
Huh?
Well, it just so happens I have 2 tickets to a special taping of Firing Line from Pittsburgh.
Gee, that sounds tempting, but I kind of had plans on going to the library with Angela.
William F. Buckley's debating Mr. Rogers.
Well, the library will always be there tomorrow.
Mr. Wiggins took me out of impromptu speaking and made me a scorekeeper. Says I'm a natural.
Well, now that you're keeping score, it's 1-1. See you later, Marvin.
Enter Rug Varmints from Hell.
What happened to you?
I got Mr. Belvedere as our roommate.
No reason to foam at the mouth.
He's doing all these dumb gags like I'm still 8 years old or something.
So what are you gonna do?
Nothing. Well, Mom's finishing his stupid room tomorrow. The nightmare is over.
Hi, guys. Hello. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, about your room. That Laura Ashley motif just didn't work out, so I'll need a few more days.
Huh?
Oh, take as long as you need, right, roomie? Come on, I'll help you get that shaving cream off.
Morning.
Oh, you got in kind of late last night.
Have a nice time.
Great.
Can I interest you ladies in some scrambled eggs?
No, thanks.
Juice? Hand grenades?
Look, Angela, I can't help it if Marvin wanted to go out with me. He had a date with me, and you made him break it. Angela, don't be such a sore loser. This isn't over yet, sister.
This Marvin must be some guy.
I'll get it. Hi, Marvin. You can leave, Angela. I invited Marvin over to review for the debate. So did I. Well, you don't have to review. You're scorekeeper.
We can work together. I'll review with Heather.
Then you can score with me. I mean, the debate.
Right. Oh, gosh, where's my head? I left my topic file out in the car. Be right back.
I'm gonna go get some root beer. He loves soda. I want to get it. Angela, wait! There's none here. I think there's some in the refrigerator downstairs.
Got it. Where's Angela?
She went out for some air. Why don't we start without her?
What's that?
My dad has a workshop downstairs. Just ignore it. He could be pounding all night. So, what do you think of my new card file?
Hey, there's a card in here on me.
I know that one best. Hold that thought.
Good, you're back. Where's Heather?
She's tied up for a while.
But I thought we were going to review.
Well, I guess for now it's just me and you.
Yeah.
How in the hell did this happen to you?
Someone threw it on me.
Hey, this looks like that old fish netting from the basement. Wes!
Well, what do you say we start?
Okay. No, we're starting. Angela, I thought you liked me first. Well, who cares? Ask him when we like smell. Well?
I gotta go to the bathroom. At home.
Hi, how you doing? Hold on a minute, Cindy. I've got to call Mr. Belvedere.
Don't mind me. I'll see what the three little piggies are up to.
You know, I'm working on getting my locker room moved next to yours.
Cindy and Wesley sitting up a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Just ignore that. Yeah, I did my math homework. Problem 7. Hold on a sec. Here it is. Yeah, I know it's gross, Cindy, but I didn't do it. Cindy? Hello? Now look what you did.
What?
I've had it up to here with your stupid games and practical jokes.
But I thought you were enjoying yourself. I know I am.
Well, I'm not. You
oversized candy cane?
Yes, you've made that quite clear.
Can't you just leave me alone?
By all means. I'll not be patronized by you any longer. You humorless little snot!
Hi, Marvin. All ready for the debate?
Oh, God, it's you.
Hi.
Oh, God, it's her.
What are you doing here? Beverly Clark has mono, and everyone else has entered another event, so Mr. Wiggins put me in. And that's the last thing I'm going to say to you for the rest of my life. By the way, you're ugly.
Good afternoon, and welcome to today's debate between Fielding High and our own Van Buren Speechmasters. The topic for today's debate is, in an era of serious national debt, can we preserve the Social Security system? Van Buren, having won the toss, will go first and defend the pro position.
Social Security. Yes, it is expensive, and it will get more expensive. But whatever the cost, we must preserve it.
He's right. It's like working really hard for something or someone, and your best friend waltzes in and takes away what's rightfully yours. Or you have it, and the next thing you know, your so-called best friend tries to steal it.
I object. This isn't supposed to be tag team debating.
Please, Heather, Angela.
Oh, shut up!
Speechmasters, you're supposed to be debating them.
Well, maybe we would be if he'd make up his mind. Yeah, this is all his fault.
Look, you're driving me crazy. I can't take it anymore. I appreciate everything you two have done for me, but you're just too intense. I'm going to go find a nice, quiet girl without a best friend. Thank you.
Mr. Wiggins, I guess we kind of made fools of ourselves, and I'm really sorry we embarrassed the school. Yeah, what can we do to make it up to you?
Join the skydiving club.
This was the most humiliating experience of my life. Worse than the time you were talking to Chad Smith and I made a face behind his back and you laughed and chocolate milk came out of your nose? Angela, we made fools of ourselves over a guy. What did you see in him anyway? I don't know. What did you see in him? I guess we wanted to want him so bad that we wanted to want him just to want him. I mean, we got caught up in the competition for him. Yeah, that too. Well, let's promise never to do that again. Promise.
Excuse me. Would you like to go out for a pizza and maybe see a movie tonight?
We have to go to the bathroom.
Room's still not ready yet, huh?
Your mother promised it for tomorrow.
I guess we could have avoided all this if I'd been honest with you from the beginning.
Yes? Well, it would have been reassuring from the start to know how much you despise me.
I don't despise you. It's just, when you came here, I was only 8. Now I'm 12.
That's odd. I've aged 30 or 40 years.
You know what I mean. I'm not that little kid anymore. The one that plays dumb practical jokes.
I know. It's just that sometimes I miss the old days.
Me too. Life was simpler then.
Mm-hmm.
So, no hard feelings?
None at all. You know, it's nice that you're maturing a little. Being temporarily displaced, I'm forced to record my journal entry where I can find a moment's peace. Wesley and I have reached an understanding about his emerging maturity, although I dare not let my guard down since he seems prone to relapse. And as for Heather and Angela, their friendship seems to have endured love and war. And as for my room, well, that's anyone's guess.
Ready to sneak a peek?
Actually, I am a bit curious.
Well, I'm all done. Go ahead, take a look.
I'm not sure about the wallpaper.
Later tonight on Nightline, the tragedy that struck United Flight 811. It's hardly an isolated event. Ted Koppel looks at the crisis of confidence surrounding the airline industry.
We're coming! I can't believe Dad's dragging us to this thing.
Your father and I feel we should be spending more quality time as family.
Where are you going?
Roller derby.
Oh, midget wrestling all sold out?
Now, I want to see that attic spick and span when we get back, mister. Couldn't I be grounded some other time? I want to see the roller derby, too. Well, you should have thought of that before you dressed the Huffnagel's Chihuahua in Heather's underwear. Hey, it was Spot's idea. Let's go.
Yeah, Dad doesn't want to miss the first body pileup.
Hello, Wesley.
I'm not hungry.
All the better.
Don't leave Mr. Belvedere. It's spooky up here in the attic.
Then stay away from the mirror. Oh, don't worry, your parents will be home soon.
Couldn't you help me out with some of this stuff?
Not a chance. I'm off to see the barber of Seville. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hi. Figaro here. Figaro.
I
thought your father was supposed to fix this doorknob. Now what are we going to do?
Want another cookie? And I ran out of grenades so we can't blow our way out.
Tragedy.
Boy, you must really like that opera.
I meant being stuck here with you.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, look. The suitcase you were carrying the day you first came here.
Is this the Owens residence?
Uh-huh.
And I take it you're one of them?
Uh-huh.
Is there someone here who speaks English?
Can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Belvedere. Are you Mrs. Owens?
Uh-huh. Pardon me, Mr.
That's Belvedere. Lynn Belvedere.
Lynn? That's a girl's name.
Wesley. A difficult birth, I take it.
What do you mean? I'm just like any other normal kid.
Oh, really? Wesley?
Ready for school. I just hope the voices don't start.
In the tub, I was watching the big game when the TV set fell in, and it shorted out my brain.
What exactly is it, Wes? It looks a little grisly.
It's my history of punishment in colonial America.
I kind of wondered why that lady was on fire.
Hey,
what's going on with you two?
Nothing. I just picked up a pile of leaves and asked if Heather wanted to dump in them. He raked it over a mud hole on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. It was just a happy coincidence.
Where is it?
Hide me. Oh, you little monster. There wasn't any talent show. I think that went rather well.
Frankly, I hope you have a way of putting this chicken back together.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Wednesday, there's a bird bath in my crumb cake.
I didn't do it.
It seems that I've heard that before.
Why do you always pick on me?
Well, in your defense, I must say that dementia seems to run in the family.
Guess what? I got the job. Morning, Kevin. Thanks, I'm gonna be late for school. Oh, listen, what do you think of the hearing? Too much? I'm coming. It happens every time. We get to the mall, I turn my back for 1 second, and they disappear. Does this bag go with this stuff?
Hey, swing your lady just like Cupid. Swing her again. Don't you look stupid.
You shouldn't have to tell me to tell you this, but I found out today that I'm pregnant. What? And I decided to become a rabbi.
Chocolate chip cookies. Would you like one?
Okay. I already got something.
That was pretty great, huh, kid? Don't see many cartoons from Albania. What did you think, Dumpster Dog? That was real good, Hobo Joe. I'm going back down now and eat some more garbage. See you, Dumpster Dog. Remember, kids, you shouldn't eat garbage. But if you do, don't forget to brush.
I think you left someone out.
I beg your pardon?
You can be as weird as the rest of us.
Not likely.
Oh, no? You said so yourself.
From time to time, we buckle under the pressure of our ingrained formality and go a little bonkers. Down came the rain and washed the spider. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. The itsy bitsy spider got the south again. Officer? I found him over on Maple piling up a bunch of garbage cans. I was recreating Stonehenge.
Yes, well, I suppose after 5 years, the Owens address is bound to rub off.
I think it's the other way around.
Oh, look, a vintage Philco.
Dad calls it the Belvedere radio.
Why?
Because it's big and old and gives off a lot of static.
Well, that means better than listening to the sound of your voice.
The drama continues at the downtown sports center, where a deranged roller derby fan is holding the entire arena hostage.
Hey, let's let everyone live.
The police report that negotiations are currently at a stalemate and may be for some time.
This is awful.
Yeah. One line is on all the fun.
At Goodness Me Natural Food Market,
Just in the roller derby crisis, the crowd is still being held hostage.
I know how they feel.
I bet Dad's been waiting for his chance to jump the guy and set everyone free.
Either that or he's in line for a chili dog.
How come you and Dad are always getting on each other's case?
Well, perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
I'm home. Hey, where's my high big boy, Kip?
I haven't even been hired yet. But eventually he welcomed me with open arms.
So you want to stay or what?
However, he still had a little trouble getting used to me.
I hate you.
But I must admit, your father and I have had our moments.
Just don't try to borrow my lipstick. Don't you ever clean down here?
I tried to run into something different. Hello, Daddy.
This is Mr. Belvedere, an authentic English butler. Do a little spin for the folks, Steve. He's got manners, he's got style, he's got a snotty attitude. He'll make your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, clean your house, and solve all your personal problems. Can I have a bid?
You should mention I worked for the royal family.
Did you hear that, folks? He worked for the royal family. $3.
Mr. Belvedere,
Morning, Mrs. Owen.
what's going on?
We spent the night together.
A sort of experiment in terror. Outside, chop some more firewood.
Oh, that's a great idea. Big guy. Maybe I can give you a hand, so to speak.
Well, after you.
Oh, after you.
Why did you say we grew rather fond of each other?
You know. Hey, Belvedere. Mind if I ask you something sort of personal?
Yes, but go ahead anyway.
You think I'm a jerk?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
I don't think you're a jerk. In fact, I almost sort of like you a lot.
Thank you, Georgia.
And listen, just because I say I like you, doesn't mean you have to say you like me.
All right.
Hey, come on.
All right, George. I like you, too.
How much?
A bushel and a peck. Luckily, your mother arrived in time to save your father any further embarrassment. Wednesday, have I been talking to myself all this time?
Uh-huh. Hey, Mr. Belvedere, want to play gin?
Certainly not. You know I swore off that game after I taught you how to play. Now, Mr. Belvedere wants that card, so he can take it and put this one down. Now, can you use that card in your hand?
I think so. Gin. Gin. Gin.
I don't know where the little prince got his ungodly facility for card playing, but it's driving me crazy.
Look, don't feel bad. He used to clean me every time at Crazy 8. The only way I'd ever win was to cheat.
Well, that just shows the difference between you and me. Gin.
Really? row.
Yeah, but who's counting? I cheated.
Oh, I knew that.
What?
The only way anyone ever beats me at cards is by cheating. I knew you were cheating the first time you won.
And you let me do it anyway? And let me agonize over it?
Sure, I knew you'd admit it eventually. I even knew you'd probably do something nice to make up for it. I usually know everything people are going to do.
Did you know I was going to do this? Obviously, I was far too good a teacher.
Oh, yeah? What about the time you tried to teach me semaphore when you didn't know enough to flag down an ice cream truck?
Double R-I.
Oh, come on, Mr. Belvedere, quit goofing off. It might be boring for you, but that's just because you know it already.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forget sometimes.
Nah, Miles, that's not how you do permission to come aboard. It's not? No, Mr. Belvedere showed me. It's like this. You mean Wesley's out there learning a bunch of junk and it doesn't even mean anything?
Yes.
And when he goes for his badge, he's probably going to be humiliated in front of all of his friends?
I'm afraid so.
I love it. Teacher said it wasn't semaphore we were doing, it was more like the hula.
I apologize for that. I even went out and bought you an ice cream cone.
Which you ate right in front of me.
It was good.
Who was torturing me?
What's the right for?
In case you give me any trouble.
What's in it?
A few herbs, some wild roots, and some earthworms for protein. But don't let it get cold, they get rubbery. Come on, I'll help you get that shaving cream off. It only seems fair, after the insults you've heaped from me.
Maybe I'd like one.
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, good, then I can leave. Why, Wesley, what a surprise.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, 'cause I stepped on it.
Not to mention the time you had me deported. Mrs. Owens, Wesley cheated on his history test.
Hey, I thought we had an understanding. I tell you about the bad stuff I do and you keep it to yourself.
Wesley, I am your housekeeper, not your priest.
With a crazy old geezer will do anything to stop a kid from getting a dog.
Wesley? Don't you test me, you mangy little mongrel.
Department of Immigration? I got a big one for you. I'm such a pain in the butt. Why do you put up with me at all?
It's obvious. Because... Let me think about that.
I'd rather have you than any smelly old dog.
Wesley, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Now get back to bed, you snotty little twerp. If you prefer, I'll refrain from calling you any more names.
No, it's okay. It's kind of fun when two people really like each other.
Right. Well, let's get back to sleep.
Okay. Good night, you big blimp.
Sleep well, you sneaky little reptile.
I told you this some other time. Probably laugh and make fun of me. But you're my best friend. I know you don't believe it because I act like such a creep. But I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm scared, Mr. Belvedere. I'm so Oh, so sorry. Please come back. I love you.
I love you too, you little viper. Ready to siesta? Promised a place on the team. The Owens family returned home safely around 3 a.m. and finally released us. They would have arrived earlier, but George wanted to stop at the IHOP for blueberry pancakes. As for my ordeal in the attic with Wesley, it amazes me that I've been here long enough to have so many memories. Some of them even pleasant. Let the good times roll.
Tomorrow at 6
And a repressive government on Mission Impossible, followed by a notorious gun runner who kidnaps the younger brother and sister of one of the young writers. Now stay tuned for Living Dolls.
Mr. Belvedere, I left my ironing for you in the kitchen.
Thank you. I'll leave it on the curb with the rest of the trash. George, please, not after I've eaten.
I follow that rule. I'd never get to kiss my wife.
So how far did you guys run today?
Almost 3 miles.
Yeah, we ran all the way down to the courthouse and back.
Dropping off Wesley's bail money?
Go ahead and yuck it up. But we're going to be in great shape for that charity run.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marsh, let's do the stairs.
You're on.
Meet you at the finish line.
First thing in the morning? Gross.
Oh, don't worry. I short-sheeted their bed.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cute seeing Dad try to keep up with Mom like that.
Yeah. What do you mean, try?
Well, nothing. It's just, Mom's younger. She's in better shape.
Yeah, but Dad's a man.
So?
So he'll probably blow her off the pavement.
Why? Just because he's a man?
Well, yeah.
Kevin, you're a sexist pig.
I am not. I just think men are superior to women.
What?
In sports.
Want to bet?
Bet on what?
The race. If Mom beats Dad, I get your car for a month.
Okay, and if Dad wins, you set me up with backseat Barbara Tenenbaum.
You got it, you chauvinist hellhound.
May the best man win.
Wesley, why are you dressed like Oliver Twist?
This big kid at school has been shaking me down for my lunch money.
And he shook you so hard, your clothes fell apart.
No, I'm wearing these to make him think I'm poor. Then maybe he'll leave me alone.
But if you've already been paying him, he knows you're not poor.
Nah, he's not that bright.
Well, Wesley, I sympathize, but you can't leave the house looking like that.
Then could you lend me some money? This jerk said if I don't give him enough today, he's going to wipe me off the face of the earth.
I'm sorry. I'm a little short.
Wesley! Hi, I saved you a seat.
Yeah, thanks, Marjorie.
Hey, Wes, don't come by today. Miss Rockland's not wearing a bra.
Miss Rockland's a tramp.
Yeah.
Why, Louis, it looks to me like Owens has bought himself a lovely lunch today. Yeah, and if he can afford to buy a lovely lunch, Ernie, he must have lots and lots of money.
See you later, Wes. I hope.
Come on, you guys, I'm tapped out.
Oh, did you hear that, Ernie? Owens is tapped out.
I could give you a meatball.
Say, those meatballs do look real tasty. And I'll bet they look tastier and tastier as you get closer and closer. Yeah, Ernie, give him a meatball face.
Hey, what do you guys think you're doing?
Hey, it's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, it's totally cool. We're out of here.
I didn't mean to scare away your friends, but my mother told me not to play with food.
Hey, I'm Wesley.
I'm Lenny. I just moved here.
Well, Lenny, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I didn't really want to join the football team, but when the coach saw me, he got down on his knees and thanked his patron saint and stuff.
No, you didn't have to walk me all the way home, Lenny.
Well, it's okay.
Don't you have football practice?
No. Coach says I just have to show up at the games, and the other team's quarterback usually faints.
Wesley, I attempted to clean up your room, but I couldn't find the floor. Now, either put these away or I'll throw them out.
Okay.
Who's your little friend?
This is Lenny. Lenny, this is our housekeeper, Mr. Belvedere.
Wow, you're almost as big as my mom.
You must bring her by. And we can all play Twister.
Okay.
Come on, let's watch some TV.
Oh, you like comic books? Hydrogen Man and Cosmic Crusher.
Yeah, and this one, a guy gets thrown in a cage with a bunch of screaming, bloodthirsty hyenas.
Sounds like my average day around here.
These are kind of violent. I like Archie comic books. I like Jughead and Betty, and I kind of relate to Moose. Bet you think that's stupid, don't you?
Well, I never really told anybody this before, but I kind of like Archie's, too.
You do?
Yeah, my favorite is Mr. Lodge. You know Veronica's dad? I like him because he's really rich, and he always takes advantage of people.
Mom, why are you putting on makeup to go jogging?
Well, I like to look nice for your father.
Well, I guess if you can't win, you might as well look good losing.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you can't be Dad in the 5K. He's the guy.
Heather, that has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, wake up and smell the coffee, Mom.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Dad.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Look, Mom is 15 years younger than you. There's no way you can keep up with her.
Kevin, it's not like we're racing against each other or anything.
Oh, good attitude. That way you can smile and wave as she runs past you.
Well, if it isn't my good friends Ernie and Louis. You guys met Lenny?
Hi, Ernie. Hi, Louis.
You know, I'm kind of short on cash today, and the Salisbury steak looks so yummy. You guys wouldn't happen to have a couple bucks to spare, would you?
Boy, that's really nice of you guys.
Someday, Owens. Yes, someday, Owens.
Thanks, Ern. You guys are real sweethearts.
I would have let you have one of my Salisbury steaks. I've already had 6.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have tasted nearly as good.
Hi, Wes.
Oh, hi, Margie. I'll be right back.
My parents are finally letting me have that party.
Yeah?
Tomorrow night, and chaperone.
Yeah?
Yeah, to bring some hot music and plenty of banaka.
Hey, Wes, I'm going back for 7s. You want anything?
No thanks, Lenny.
Okay.
What? What'd you make me do? You gorp! Oh!
I'm sorry. Jughead once did the same thing to Betty. She was miffed, too.
I guarantee you, he chewed her up and spit her out.
I'm telling you, she turned him into dog meat.
Grandma Hofnagel chasing Spot again?
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Here they come.
Oh, boy. That was really fun.
I really worked up a sweat. I think I'm going to take a shower.
I'll join you.
The more the merrier. But I get the duck.
I don't get it. I lit a fire under Dad this morning. I was sure he was going to go out there and annihilate her.
I can't believe you interfered like that. I am shocked.
You tried Mom, too, huh?
Oh, I thought I had her going.
Why are you two so interested in who finishes first?
Oh, just a little friendly wager between a loving brother and sister.
Cain and Mabel.
Maybe we just weren't clever enough.
I've never stopped you before.
Maybe you should sit down.
I just really need to talk to you. Alone. Lenny, I think Mr. Belvedere's opening a canned ham in the kitchen.
Oh, great. Maybe you'll let me scrape the jelly off of it.
We can't have the party at my house tomorrow night. My parents had to move their past life regression seminar there.
Ah, tough break.
We can still have the party if we can find somewhere else to have it.
Well, maybe we could have it here.
Wesley, you're brilliant. And you're so cute when you're brilliant.
Boy, Mr. Belvedere sure is generous. He even let me have the big half.
Gee, Wes, gotta go. You're not gonna invite baby Huey to the party, are you?
Lenny, he's my friend.
Well, I'm your friend, too. And I'm a better kisser.
Hey, Wes, want to come to my house tomorrow night and look at my comic book collection?
I can't, Lenny. Saturday nights, my family goes Latvian folk dancing.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Can I come?
Gee, no. You have to be part Latvian.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, what kind of hors d'oeuvres are you planning for my soiree tomorrow night?
How about some happy face cookies?
Don't embarrass me. I've graduated to more adult pursuits.
Fine, I'll put out the brandy and cigars.
Come on.
Don't worry. I'll prepare something pubescent. I suppose I'll need extra food for Lenny. Perhaps a water buffalo.
You don't have to worry about Lenny. He went on a diet. Well, see ya.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hey, Kev.
Boy, big sale on running shoes in the paper. There's a pair here that might be good for you.
Oh, the ones I got are all right.
Okay. I just thought since Mom got a pair of those new jackrabbits, you might want a pair.
Jackrabbits?
Oh, yeah, right here.
$190? For that money, they should be chinchillas.
Boy, she must really want to look good.
Or else she really wants to win.
Where are you going, Dad?
I'm going to bag me some jackrabbits.
Your father spent $200 on running shoes? What do they do? Fly?
I think it's neat that Dad's getting into trendy sportswear.
Maybe what he's trying to get is an edge on me.
He wouldn't do that, would he?
Come on, Viv. We're going to the mall.
Hey, pretty hot shoes, Dad. How they feel?
I don't know. They felt better at the store.
Perhaps if we removed the shoehorn.
What the heck's all that?
This is going to cut my wind resistance in half.
I'm going to cut your credit cards in half.
What's the matter, Georgie? You scared of a little competition?
Scared? I don't even know the meaning of the word.
All right. Then put your running shoes where your mouth is.
You're on.
Well, I hope you two are happy. All you've done is turn a simple charity run into Death Race 2000.
Yeah, isn't it great?
All's ready, Wesley. I even finished unpacking the raw meat to toss to your friends.
Excellent.
Oh, yes, Lenny called. He had hoped to catch you before you left for your Latvian folk dancing.
Okay, so I didn't invite him. Actually, I'm doing him a favor.
Oh, really?
Well, he's big and clumsy, and there's gonna be girls around.
Are you afraid he'll sit on one?
He just wouldn't fit in.
I understand.
You do?
Certainly. Why tell anyone he's your friend? All he's ever done is to save your worthless little life. Enjoy your party. Look, children, I bought you a nice bowl of treats. Perhaps I should have bought the fire extinguisher. I have an idea. Let's play a nice game of hide and seek, and I'll be it. Now close your eyes and count to 10. And remember, no peeking. I can't think of anything that would be more fun. Apparently they can.
Elbowed me into that mud puddle.
After you pushed me into that German Shepherd. Hey, Wes, who said you could have a party?
I did. Problem with that?
I'm gonna get some punch. You want some?
No, but I'd like my gum back.
With any luck, that'll be the vice squad. Ah, something better.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Look, everyone. It's Lenny.
Hi, Wes.
Hi, Lenny.
Hey, Wes, I don't get it. What happened to the folk dancing?
Well, the accordion player died. So I came home and there was this surprise makeout party.
Oh. You guys can go back to kissing if you want. Oh, boy, Cosmic Crusher in 3D. Sure you don't want to check it out?
Trust me.
I can almost feel it crushing the life out of me.
I know just how you feel.
I can't believe he just showed up like that.
Yes, well, it is annoying when someone you've kissed off turns up at a kissing party.
That's my point. I've got 5 couples out there, and Lenny. Who's gonna suck his face?
Don't look at me.
Hey, wait a minute. Where are you going?
Ask Moose.
Don't leave, Marjorie. The party's just starting.
Sorry, Wes, but the party's over.
Hey, Wes, everyone else is leaving. I'm going to go, too.
Oh, sure. Ruin my party and run. What'd you have to come here for in the first place?
I always come here. We're friends, aren't we?
Not when I'm around other people, you big jerk.
Well, how about some pin the tail on the donkey? Wesley, bend over.
From now on, we train separately.
That's not the only thing we do separately. You're sleeping on the couch.
Forget the couch. I'll sleep at Kevin's.
You know, this race is getting much more interesting now there's a wager on it.
Oh, I didn't bet on the race.
Me neither.
Good morning.
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 Boy, Mom, you look like you're faster than a speeding bullet. Better watch out, Dad. Well, gotta run. Bye.
Heather started this.
I think she had some help from Kevin.
And your heartwarming idiocy did the rest.
Hi. Hey, Owens. Looks like you and the Jolly Green Giant had a falling out. Yeah, looks that way to me, Ernie. I think you owe Wes a little apology. Yeah, a little apology. And a lot of money. So what do you say, buddy? Yeah, what do you say, buddy? I'm sorry. Owens is sorry, Lewis. You sorry, Owens?
Yeah. I'm sorry Lenny's too nice to use your ugly face for a battering ram.
You're asking for it, pal.
Oh, I'm real scared, worm lips.
You must want to die, Owens.
Better than smelling your rat breath.
Throw him through the ceiling, Ernie.
Go ahead, do it. Let's see your stupid
stupid little slave. Hey, you're bothering my lunch. I didn't know you were still eating. I'm always still eating. Ow! What'd you go and say that stuff to him for? You could have got yourself killed.
Maybe I deserve to. Sorry for treating you so lousy.
Everyone treats me lousy. I'm just a loser.
You're not a loser. I am.
Huh?
All I wanted was to save my own butt. I used you, just like Mr. Lodge. And you fell for it, because you're a big, dumb, nice guy, just like Moose.
I can see why you don't want me around your friends.
They're not my friends. They bug out the minute there's trouble. Not you. You're the only real friend I've got.
I am? That's kind of pathetic.
Come on, I'll buy you chocolate milk.
Make it a 6-pack.
Take the dumb VCR so you can watch your stupid jock interviews all day long.
And you can keep the stove. You don't know how to use it anyway.
Hi, what's going on?
So you two all set for the big race?
Forget the race.
Your father and I have something to tell you. We're getting a divorce. What? I will decline spousal support in return for 70% of all community property.
70%?
That's it, Buster. Take it or I'll see you in court.
Oh, to hell with it. Anything to get rid of you.
Mr. Belvedere?
I'm sorry. I tried.
The only thing left is who gets them.
I don't want them.
I never wanted them.
Oh, my God, wait. See, me and Kevin made a bet on who would finish first in your race, and we each tried to make you want to win real bad, and it didn't work. So we got together, made you hate each other, and now you're getting divorced, so please don't, because it was all just because of our stupid, stupid bet.
We know that.
You do?
How do you know?
A little birdie told him.
So I take it you two aren't getting a divorce?
No.
You had to learn not to manipulate your parents.
Yes, that's my job.
I hope you learned your lesson.
All right, Mom, Dad, I'm really sorry.
Me too.
Hey, just think what life would be like around here if I moved out.
I can't, George. I get too excited.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Kevin and Heather do appear to have learnt their lesson and have leashed the dogs of war. George, however, tripped Marcia in the charity race and beat her handily. My, is she angry. Perhaps George will be leaving after all. We can but hope. Lenny has helped teach Wesley that friendship is a two-way street. And speaking of two-way streets, Lenny presented me with a valued gift in thanks for all the goodies I've prepared for him.
I took these lights down myself last year, and I wound them up real neat. Now look at them. Why do they do this?
Maybe it's their mating season.
Now there's a guy who really lights up a room.
Oh, come on, Wes, cut it out.
I don't know, honey. You look very festive.
Yeah, I mean, you wear your golf pants in public. What's the difference?
Hi, remember me? I'm Carl Putnam.
Uh-oh. One of those happy guys.
Helping others happily. That's our motto.
Merry Christmas, Carl. Come on in.
No, never mind. I'll come back later when you're through trimming your husband.
No, that's okay.
Well, as you know, it's at this time of year that we have the Happy Guys annual benefit for the Home for Not So Happy Kids.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
No, that's all right, George. It's not your money we want. It's you.
I'm out of here.
Wait a minute, George. Carl, what is it exactly you want George to do?
Well, we were hoping you'd all participate in the Happy Guys annual Christmas pageant. This year we're doing Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. It's
you ever hear of it?
Well, sure. That's the one with the Grinch, right?
You know, the holidays are so hectic for us.
Fine. When I have to close down the home for not-so-happy kids, I'll just tell all those hollow-eyed little waifs that the Owens were too busy to help out.
All right, we'll be there for the auditions.
Ah, gee, thanks. But we still have to find somebody who can play Scrooge.
Wesley, you little snipe. I spent 6 weeks making miniature fruitcakes, and you've used them as hockey pucks.
Hey, lighten up. It's Christmas.
There's no Christmas for nasty boys.
I think we found our Scrooge.
To such an odious, stingy, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. Well, am I Mrs. Cratchit or what?
I'll get back to you.
What do you mean you'll get back to me? I'm your wife.
Yeah, I know. All right, next auditionee, Marcia.
Wish me luck. And only.
Well done, Marcia. Oh, well done. You'll play Scrooge's fiancée.
But I only said 2 words.
Yes, but you said them beautifully. You'll also play Scrooge's sister.
Thank you. That was easy.
All right, everybody, listen up. The cast for A Christmas Carol is as follows. Scrooge will be Lynn Belvedere. Bob Cratchit, Kevin Owens. Mrs. Cratchit, Heather Owens. Tiny Tim, Wesley Owens. Marley's ghost, George Owens. Scrooge's sister and fiancée, Marcia Owens.
What's going on?
What do you mean, Ralph?
Woman, you've given the Owens family all the good parts.
Yeah. Last year you said you'd make it up to me when you passed me over for the sugar plum fairy.
And I, for one, am an unhappy gal.
And if these gals aren't happy today, we aren't going to be happy guys tonight. If you catch my drift.
Count your blessings.
All right. Quiet, everyone. We'll take it from the nephew's entrance. Oh, that's me. Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Ah, but you're rich. What right have you to be Morrissey?
The word is not Morrissey. It is morose.
Oh, yeah. All right, from the top.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
No, that's not your cue. Can't you guys get anything right?
Hey, we're happy guys. Not Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians.
All right, we'll take it from my line about the dinner. Please, Uncle, come, dine with us tomorrow.
I should see you in Hades first.
Why cannot we be friends?
Because Tiny Tim is playing stickball with his crutch. Wesley, this is appalling.
Hey, on the playground, that would have been a double.
Let's go to scene 4. Bob Cratchit asking Scrooge for Christmas Day off.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, tomorrow being Christmas, I was hoping I might have the day off.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Attention! All right. We'll take it from Cratchit's line.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge. Seeing that tomorrow is Christmas, I was hoping I might have the day off.
Where is my ledger? It distinctly says in the script at this point, I pick up my ledger.
All right. Who's got the ledger? Okay, here you are. Here you go.
The 3 little pigs. You expect me to play Scrooge, carrying the 3 little pigs?
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Begone, get out. Off with you, you miserable curs.
Wait a minute, Mr. Belvedere. That line isn't in the script.
Neither is anything else. This isn't Dickens, it isn't England, and it certainly isn't theater. How can you call yourself a director?
Well, if you think you can do any better, why don't you try?
I thought you'd never ask. All right, everybody, quiet, please. Ladies and gentlemen, settle down. Now then, from the top, scene 3.
Hello, Bob. How is Mrs. Cratchit and all the small assorted Cratchits?
Stop. Carl, please, don't affect an English accent.
I was only trying to be authentic.
Wouldn't you rather be good? Now, once again, please, from Bob Cratchit's line.
They're all fine, sir. We have high hopes that Tiny Tim is feeling better soon.
He'll be getting into an ambulance if I catch him. Wesley?
Sorry, Mr. Big-Time Director.
Just trying to keep our worthless selves occupied, sir.
If you want to keep yourselves occupied, I suggest you practice your singing.
Oh, speaking of singing, I had an idea for a little number that might make Scrooge's sister more interesting.
Yes, well, perhaps when it's your scene, but not just now. All right, then. Now, please, gentlemen, remember, it is Christmas. It is England. And it is cold.
I'm not cold.
Me neither. As a matter of fact, it's kind of hot here.
You too? I thought it was just me. Now cut it out, you guys.
That was me.
And when we say, yip, bye, bye, oh, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma. Oh, Marcia, when I first met you, I was prepared to hate you, but no more. You have touched this happy gal's heart. Thank you, Doris. What do you think, Mr. Belvedere?
Words fail me.
Well, if she can sing, can I tap dance?
What about my bird call?
Stop it! All of you, stop it!
What's the matter, big guy?
You obviously don't care to do the play the right way, so go ahead. Do it your way. As George would say, I'm out of here.
Come on, Wes. We don't want to be late for rehearsal.
Why not? Play's no fun without Mr. Belvedere. I mean, torturing Carl just isn't the same.
Well, somebody had to take over directing when Mr. Belvedere quit.
Well, yeah, but did he have to make his wife Scrooge?
Well, what's wrong with a woman playing Scrooge?
I have to play her fiancé. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, please, please come back to the play.
Yeah, it's gonna be a disaster without you.
Yeah, big guy. I mean, it wasn't all that great with you, but at least you were holding it together.
Sorry, I have plans. I'm spending the evening with a witty and very dear friend.
Well, who's that?
Me. Now, you better run along. You'll be late for rehearsal.
Yeah, we better go. I guess I'll have to find the inner Cratchit myself.
You know, you may have quit the play, but you'll always be Scrooge.
Good night. I need some rest. Who's there? Who is it?
Belvedere.
George! What kind of stupid prank is this?
Ooh. Ooh. It's too late for me, but there's still time to save yourself.
George, this is ridiculous. And why are you wearing such a silly outfit?
These are the chains I forged in life, link by link. Get it, big guy?
Apparently, it is too late to save me from bad jokes. Now be on your way.
Before the night is out, you will be visited by 3 spirits. The first at the stroke of 1.
Out! 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 "1 a.m.? I didn't set the clock for 1 a.m.
Take my hand.
Mrs. Owens, what are you doing in my room with a menorah on your head?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
What are you talking about?
Take my hand.
Why?
Will you just take my hand?
Where are we going?
I can't tell you, but there's still time to save yourself.
From what?
Walk this way.
Where is this place?
Don't you remember?
It's Pennington School.
Do you recognize that child?
Why, it's me.
Master Belvedere, have you completed your punishment?
Yes, sir. I've written, I will not throw food at my neighbor 964 times.
What about the other 36?
But it's Christmas Eve, sir.
There is no Christmas for nasty boys.
Oh, poor lad. This is pitiful.
Yes, it is. Missing Christmas is a terrible thing.
Cheerio and pip pip your nephew.
Uncle Charles.
Yes, child. I've come to take you home to sing carols by the Yule log.
Oh, wonderful. I do love Christmas so. But what's my punishment?
We'll fax it. Come along, my boy.
It's time for us to go too.
But I want to go with them.
No. I'm afraid not.
Oh, please, please. Heather, is that you? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm not Heather. I'm the ghost of Christmas presents. Take my hand.
Again with the hand?
Come with me, Mr. Belvedere, and I'll show you the real Christmas present.
Why not? Oh, look! Donut World is still open.
I have a more important destination.
If I'd known we were going to fly, I'd have worn long johns.
We're here to observe.
Why? I've seen all I want to of this wretched production.
Well, gee, these folks don't seem too wretched to me.
We're in the money. We're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along.
Oh, the poorhouse scene has really come to life. All right, from Scrooge's arrival. Ready, dear?
Ready?
Take it from Bob Cratchit's line.
Ah, Tiny Tim. If we only had a really awesome Christmas dinner.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
The play.
Answer the door, Tiny Tim.
You got it.
Merry Christmas, Tiny Tim.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Scrooge.
You mean that old crow Dad's always kvetching about?
Yeah. I was a little irregular, but I'm much better now. And I brought you a super snack.
Wow, a Christmas pizza.
With pepperoni.
The classic play. They'll be ridiculed, laughed at.
Maybe if they had a better director.
Don't look at me.
I won't. But your next visitor will.
Oh, Heather! Heather! Please! Heather! Are you the ghost of Christmas yet to come? I dread you most of all.
Take my hand. It's time to reveal your future.
I'm not sure I want to go in there.
I'm not sure I do either.
George. George.
Huh?
George, do you remember the first Christmas we spent together as husband and wife 72 years ago?
What about Mexico?
Thanks for the lift home from college, Wes.
Sure. What are younger, more successful brothers for?
Hey, Dad, my counselor says I only need one more credit to graduate. I'll be in the class of 2041.
Who looks like a Attila the Hun?
How's my favorite little inside trader?
Great. I just bought the moon from Donald Trump.
Why don't you take a flying leap at it?
You know, you sound just like poor old Mr. Belvedere.
Am I dead?
Worse. It's your 114th birthday.
Why are you making me leave the kitchen? I don't want to leave the kitchen.
Now, Mr. Belvedere, calm down and drink your nice strained Oreos. Come on now, open up. Here comes the Jupiter shuttle.
Hey, old guy. Guess who called this morning? Willard Scott.
Called to wish you a happy 114th birthday. You also got a card from Angela. Happy birthday, Mr. Bamboozle.
68 years old, and Angela's still an idiot.
Careful, you're talking about the President of the United States.
This is monstrous. 114 years old and still living with the Owens family.
You have only yourself to blame.
What do you mean? I hate you all. I quit.
Not so fast, old guy. You're forgetting something. You can't quit.
Well, you're the most hated man in town.
Remember when you left the Happy Guys play 50 years ago? It turned out to be the worst mistake you ever made.
That's right. The play bombed. The people demanded their money back. The home for not-so-happy kids had to close down. They built a toxic waste dump on the site. The whole town stank. Property values went down. And everybody's poor. And it's all your fault.
Must have slipped my mind.
See for yourself.
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. You'll always have us.
Forever and ever.
Trapped with the Owens for eternity. Oh, no. 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 I've got to save that play.
So Doris was pretty good at Scrooge.
Yeah.
It was real game of her to grow her own mustache.
Oh, my dear Owens family, give me the answer that I pray for. Am I too late?
No, Mr. Pizza's open for at least another hour.
No, I mean, the play. Have I missed the play?
The play's not for another week.
Oh, wonderful child. Marvelous family. I'm not too late. I'll save the play. I don't have to live with you forever.
Why is it you never have a camera when you need one? Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
'Tis the night before Christmas, and last night's Happy Guys production was a rousing success. The play raised an all-time high in contributions for the home for not-so-happy kids. Further, it showed me that through the true spirit of Christmas, almost anything is possible.
Mind if I came through here, somebody closed the chimney.
Make that everything is possible.
Hey, Wes, do you have any room in your backpack? Mine's full.
Heather, we're going camping to get away from it all, and you're taking it all with us.
Well, I need all this stuff.
All you need is a pair of shorts, a pair of jeans, and a mask so you don't scare the bears.
Oh, haven't you gone yet?
Sure you don't want to come camping with us, Mr. Belvedere? You'd enjoy the peace and quiet.
That's why I'm staying here.
Hey, guys, you all set to leave? Let me guess, your mom isn't ready.
Close, she's not even here.
What?
She's working on some adoption case.
Well, Wesley, I hope she finds you a very nice home.
Very funny.
Well, the car's all packed. I brought along my harmonica so we can sing songs around the campfire.
I'd better make room for my headphones.
Hey, Kev, I'm glad you could break away from your studies and come with us.
Hey, Dad, I love spending time with my family. Besides, they're fumigating my apartment, and if I stayed there, I'd die.
Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Mark, throw that in the knapsack and let's... Is that a baby?
No, George, the dog went bald.
Marsh, what's that baby doing here?
Looks like 2 to 3 days.
Afternoon that she's pregnant, and by the time they let me know that they didn't want to go through with the adoption, I already had temporary legal custody.
How temporary.
Look, it's 7 o'clock on Friday night. The adoption agency is closed, so it looks like we've got a house guest for the weekend. Isn't he adorable?
Hey, let's name him.
He already has a name. Everybody, this is Nelson.
Nice to meet you, Nelson. You look the outdoors type to me. So, step lively, everyone. You have a camping trip to go on.
Come on, Belvedere. We can't drive a baby like this all the way to the Allegheny National Forest.
Why not? You drove me to the brink of insanity.
Hey, Marsh. It's 3 o'clock.
I know, honey, but unfortunately, Nelson hasn't learned how to tell time yet.
Well, I'll walk him for a while.
Oh, that's okay. You need your sleep. You got a golf game in a couple of hours.
Who's worried about a golf game? I got my own little personal water hazard right here.
You must have had gas.
That was me, Marsh. So, Nelson, did I ever tell you about the time Manny Sanguin was catching Kent Ticovey? Why doesn't anyone ever want to hear that story?
Same to you.
Oh, I will. I'm going to a motel.
Sorry, this couch is taken.
Oh, yeah? Well, now it's a duplex. Shove over. I gotta find some place to sleep where I can't hear the baby crying.
Try California.
All right. Night, sis.
Good night. Hey, Wes!
Thanks.
Get up. I had the couch first.
Sorry, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yeah, well, if you don't get up, I'm gonna bust 9/10 of your head.
I'll still be smarter than you.
Hey, pipe down! We finally got the baby back to sleep. Jeez!
Guess it's safe to go upstairs. Yeah.
I'm gonna torch this crummy skateboard.
Hey, morning, everybody. What's up, Miss Belvedere? What's up?
My, you look chipper.
Well, I got all caught up in sleep last night. I found a house to share.
Why didn't you tell us?
Hey, I was lucky the dog let me in.
Wesley, you haven't eaten a thing. Where are you going?
To school. To get some sleep.
Well, listen, they're done fumigating my apartment. Heather, you want to ride to school?
As long as they fumigated your car, too.
Mrs. Owens, breakfast?
Oh, no time. I have to get to the office. I have a lot of calls to make if I'm going to find a home for this precious little guy.
Good luck.
Same to you.
You're leaving him with me?
Yeah, just for a few hours. Now, if he whimpers, he's wet. If he screams, he's hungry. And if he gurgles, he wants a little kissy wissy. Do you remember all that?
Mrs. Owens, I'll have you know, I raised 4 members of the royal family. I'm sure I can manage a little commoner like this for a few hours. My dear child, I have fed you, walked you, endured your impression of Mount St. Helens for 6 hours now. I have even given you a kissy wissy. What can I possibly do to make you go to sleep?
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Oh, is he a little wet?
How can you tell?
There, that's better. Did you miss me?
I don't know about him, but I did. Did you have any luck finding him a home?
Actually, I did find a couple that wants him.
I'll break out the champagne.
Silly man. Babies don't drink champagne, do they? They make their own bubbles.
Marsh, what are you doing? It's after midnight.
Oh, well, I had a few things on my mind, and the baby was a little fussy.
Yeah, he looks fine to me.
Well, he was having trouble sleeping.
Well, if you're jiggling me like that, I would too.
I guess I'm just worried about his future.
Hey, you'll find him a good home.
Boy, something really important must be up.
Yeah, Mom hasn't called an official family meeting since the time Wesley took out a second mortgage on the house.
Oh, good. You're all here.
Yeah, World Federation Wrestling is on, so make it fast.
Well, what would you all say if I told you that we were going to have another person living here?
Is it a prisoner exchange program?
No, I'm talking about a baby.
You're gonna have a baby?
Way to go, Dad! No, I'm not having a baby. I'm talking about adopting Nelson.
Surely you're kidding.
Come on, Marsh, you know how you get around babies.
How?
Nuts!
I can't help it. Every time I look at his little face, I see Kevin and Heather and Wesley.
And you want another one?
Look, Mom, a baby's gonna take a lot of your time. What about your job?
Well, that's why Mr. Belvedere is here.
No. That is why Mr. Belvedere is leaving.
That does it for me. The kid stays.
Look, Mr. Belvedere doesn't have to do anything for the baby he doesn't want to do. I can do most of my work at home and take care of Nelson at the same time.
Well, don't I get a say in this?
Of course you do. If you want to deny me the one and only thing I have ever asked for, just say the word.
Are you all ready for breakfast? There's a good boy, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You want to hold him a sec?
Well, sure.
Dad.
You didn't fool me for a second. Hi, Dad.
Morning.
Where's Mom?
Well, she was up all night with the baby, and it's Belvedere's day off, and he was out of here right after midnight. So I made breakfast.
Oh, goody.
There you go. Homemade oatmeal, nice and hot.
Dad, how much oatmeal did you make?
A box. Go ahead, dig in.
Give me your bowl, Heather.
No, you first. You need something that'll stick to your ribs.
Come on now, guys, don't fight over your food.
Dad's right, Heather. Come on, I'll buy you a breakfast burrito.
You're on.
Hey, aren't you going to finish your oatmeal?
Hang on to it, Dad. We can use it to patch the driveway.
Thanks for letting me sleep in, George.
Hey, no sweat. So, how's the colic kid?
Oh, he's catching a nap. Keeping me on my feet all night really wore him out.
Oh, you going to take it easy today?
I can't. I have to finish writing 3 briefs, make a long-distance conference call, and help a client reorganize her estate.
Don't forget to mow the lawn. See ya.
Bye. Well, it's nap time. I sure wish I could join you. Bill McLaughlin, please. Marcia Owens returning his call. Hi, Bill. Can I put you on the squawk box? Good.
Marcia, I've been going over the contracts, and I had a couple of thoughts.
Okay, go ahead. I'm with you.
First of all, Fields versus Westmoreland County is an excellent precedent to cite.
Well, failing a motion to dismiss, I think we need a precedent. Oh, hello. Whose boy are you?
What?
No, Bill. No, nothing.
Where do we stand on deposition?
Well, they've been submitted to the court, including the required stipulations. Oh, did you make a pee-pee?
No, Marcia, I didn't.
Oh, no, not you. I'm talking to a baby.
Well, as I was saying, Marcia, can you hear me?
Hey, Bill, can I call you back in 15 minutes?
Sorry, I'm doing court.
How about later this afternoon?
No good. So why don't we try this tomorrow?
No, tomorrow I have to take the baby to the pediatrician. Now listen, Nelson, I have a very important client coming over. So if you could just stay asleep for an hour or two, I can make enough money to buy you a... How do you bribe a baby? Hello, Mrs. Esterhazy. Please come in.
Thank you. What a lovely place. Where are those little mints that you have at your office?
Oh, I'm sorry, but as I told you on the phone, we have a new baby in the house, and they take up so much time.
Well, I'm sure your baby's getting more quality time than my grandchild gets from my son and that airhead aerobics instructor he married.
It's such a shame about your son moving to Florida.
That trampy little blonde can talk him into anything. But taking my only grandson, Binky, to Orlando, that really rips it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now tell me, exactly how old is little Binky?
27.
Hi, I'm Stan from the Beaver County Cable Company. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a hangover.
Hangover? I have a sleeping baby.
And a paying client. Can we get on with this?
Oh, certainly, Mrs. Esterhazy. I'll be right with you. I didn't place an order for cable.
Well, I got the purchase order right here. It's signed by Wesley T. Owens.
What?
Marcia, Marcia, there are any number of competent attorneys that could change my will. And I'd get mints.
I'm coming, Mrs. Esterhazy. As you can see, this is not a good time.
It's $25 for the house call. If you want me to come back, it's another $25. It's up to you.
All right, look, do what you have to do, but just do it quietly. Okay.
Listen, you bleach blonde little tramp.
I beg your pardon.
I'm cutting you and my worthless son out of my will unless you leave Binky with me. I'm with my attorney right now.
Hello?
That's her, and she's even more ruthless than she sounds.
Stop that, you'll wake the baby. Oh, Nelson, no, not now.
Will you quiet that child? This is a long-distance call.
But it's my phone.
Hello? Hello? It went dead.
Looks like I cut the phone line.
But I need my phone. I work out of the house.
Not with this client.
Oh, Mrs. Esterhazy, please, can't we reschedule? How about tomorrow?
By that time, Binky could be strapped to a teacup in Disney World.
Pleasant evening.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How's your day off?
Oh, very nice. I went to the museum, I saw the ballet, and I ate a fine meal I didn't have to cook. How was yours?
Let's just say I had my hands full.
Remind you of the old days?
No, not really. Mr. Belvedere, I love that baby. Everything should be perfect. So why is everything so out of control?
Don't let it get you down. In a mere 18 years, he'll be in college.
You're not helping.
Mrs. Owens, you made a warm and loving home for your family. You got your law degree when many other women would be out playing tennis. At the same time, you raised 3 fine children. Well, 2 anyway.
Mr. Belvedere, do you think I'm doing the right thing trying to adopt Nelson?
I couldn't say. But the right decisions are always the hardest.
You're probably wondering why I called another family meeting.
Are we getting another baby?
Can we make it a girl this time?
No, it's nothing like that. I've invited some people over tomorrow. Bob and Shelley Mills. He's a rabbi, and she's a nurse. They're coming to see Nelson.
Are we having a bris?
No, Kevin. They're coming to take Nelson home.
What? But I thought you wanted another baby.
When I decided to try for Nelson, my maternal instincts were on a rampage that completely overwhelmed my better judgment, especially when it comes to what's best for Nelson.
Well, are you sure, Mom? I mean, maybe we just need to help you more.
Yeah, I could come home from school sooner.
Yeah, I could take some weekend shifts.
And I'm planning on doing a lot more cooking.
You're very sweet, but these things are not the issue. The issue is finding the right family for Nelson.
Well, what's wrong with us?
Nothing. But we're a complete family. The Mills have wanted children for years, and Nelson will be the answer to their prayers.
Do you think Nelson's starting to look just a little bit like me?
Yeah, especially when he sucks his thumb like that. Come in.
Listen, I just wanted to say goodbye to Nelson. And I wanted to give him this.
Your old baseball mitt?
Yeah, well, I was going to give it to Wes, but figured he'd only pawn it.
Come in.
Just in case I don't see Nelson in the morning, I wanted to say goodbye and give him this.
Your blow dryer?
In case he grows up to be an anchorman.
Hey, what's going on? We're kind of saying goodbye to Nelson.
Oh, yeah, I'm really gonna miss the little dude. Of course, I never had to change him.
Good night, all.
Hey, big guy. Aren't you going to say goodbye to the little guy?
He doesn't react well to me. Besides, I hate goodbyes. Good night. What I meant before was, I hate public goodbyes. There. Nelson's departure has left us all a little sad. Mrs. Owens was particularly hard hit, especially after Heather tried to comfort her by promising she'd have grandchildren in a few short years. In all candor, even I was bitten by the baby bug, to an extent that I was reluctant to admit. Ah, well, one must take comfort where one can find it. Come to Papa. On Mr. Belvedere. Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
So, you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh?
As it happens, we both spent time in Africa, so we thought it would be fun to get together and compare notes.
Never just a guerrilla gesture of friendship.
Hey, I'm not worried about the gorillas, big guy. It's you going ape over her I was thinking about. Uh-oh.
So, did you guys break up?
We're going to get married.
I can't even picture it.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Did you say married?
Yes, I suppose I did.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Belvedere's engaged.
What? Whoa, way to go, big guy.
Not her, her.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, who are you?
Giselle. I was with Lenny, but now he's getting married.
Well, I'm Kevin. I just got over the chicken pox. I'm single.
Ooh, you're cute.
Well, shall we go and make a toast to our commitment?
Mr. Belvedere, isn't all of this kind of sudden?
Yeah, you guys hardly know each other. I mean, does she know you sleep in the nude?
I know this might appear rash, but Lynn and I are kindred spirits.
I believe marrying Louise will be the best thing I've ever done.
Congratulations.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Super. That's great. Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. What about us?
Oh, my God. We're not losing you, are we?
Well, this is what makes it so perfect. With Louise working in Pittsburgh, I can still remain as your housekeeper.
Oh, so we'll still have your cooking and cleaning, and she gets stuck with your snoring.
Yeah, we'll even keep your room open, big guy. Just in case you need a place to crash when Louise kicks you out of the house.
Come on, let's go before George turns us into the honeymooners.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.
Think they'll invite us to the wedding?
Well, of course they will. Daddy's going to pay for it.
What are you...
So, considering all the options, I think the wedding should be at George's Country Club.
Yeah, make it around 4, will you? That way I can come right from the 18th hole.
Why don't we have it in a sand trap? Then you won't have to make the trip.
Yeah, actually, a country club sounds like a big affair. We were hoping for something more intimate.
Well, hey, let's go to Vegas.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not flying everybody to Vegas.
Well, how about Tahoe?
Marcia!
How about you?
Why don't we just have it here?
Gee, that was easy. Well, what's next? Invitations and announcements.
Let's go, guys. That's not our department.
Parkin.
Yes, honey buns? Taking orders. You got a lot of that to look forward to.
Louise, you know what I've been meaning to ask you?
What's that, Heather?
Well, with you being a professor and all and writing books on gorillas and stuff, are you going to change your name to Belvedere?
Of course you will, Dr. Louise Belvedere.
Well, to be honest, I hadn't given it much thought.
What is there to think about?
A woman doesn't just automatically give up her last name.
Since when?
Liz Taylor didn't give up hers.
I'm not marrying Liz, Louise. Why do you
Hey, guys! You're supposed to save up all the fights till after you're married.
Sorry.
Now, where were we?
What you up to, big guy?
Oh, just going through telegrams from some friends of mine. They must have got our wedding announcements.
Oh. You mind?
Help yourself.
Congratulations, Lynn. That Louise must be some foxy lady. Love, Tina Turner?
I taught Tina the shingling.
All right.
Here's one from Zsa Zsa. She says she only attends weddings if she's the bride.
You knew all these women?
Oh, they were just friends.
Uh-huh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I mean, you can tell me they're just friends, but try convincing Louise.
What?
They're ladies from your past, big guy. If your missus gets a peek at these, you know what your honeymoon's going to be like?
No. What?
Oh, Lenny, tell me again about Meryl Streep. Oh, Lenny, were you and Cher really just buddies?
We were buddies. Cher and I simply got the same tattoo. Look, I'll show you.
No. Now, look, if you want to avoid trouble, I'd hide those babies. And whenever the topic of old flames comes up, switch the subject to apes.
My wedding is only days away, and I approach the event with a happy heart. After all, Louise and I know the key to any relationship is patience and understanding. So I'm convinced our marriage will be a long and joyous one. Still, why does George keep painting us as the battling Belvederes? That could never happen to us. Could it?
Hey, Lynn, you gonna eat breakfast or what?
Knowing your cooking, I'll take a what?
My, aren't we a vision of loveliness this morning?
Speaking of loveliness, is that a new apron?
It was on sale, Lynn.
Sale? You don't see me running out to buy a new robe?
That's because they don't make them that big.
You're going to be the first broad on the moon, Louise. Pow!
Oh, yeah, well, be a nice change from this place.
Maybe you would have been happier if you had married one of your apes.
Maybe. But stupid me doesn't marry a chimp. I marry a chump.
That's it. This is my castle. And from now on, I intend to be treated like a king.
You want to be treated like a king?
Like a king.
A king?
I said like a king.
All right, Your Majesty. You want the royal treatment? Don't forget your crown.
Hey, Lenny boy.
Get out!
You know your breakfast is on your head.
Get out! Get out! Well, there seems to be only one logical course of action. Run.
Morning.
Hey.
So, where's Belvedere?
I don't know. It's his day off. Maybe he's resting up for his wedding.
Or maybe he and Louise are rehearsing for their honeymoon.
None of you people can be laughing at a time like this.
What's your problem?
Bye, everyone. Nice knowing you. P.S. All regards to Louise.
Mr. Belvedere ran away?
His clothes are gone and everything.
Well, why would he just take off like that?
Well, he probably got cold feet about getting married, and I wonder who put them in ice.
Well, what did I say?
What didn't you say?
Well, I didn't say anything big enough to make that guy leave the house.
Guys, can you fight about this later? I think we better find Mr. Belvedere.
You're right. Let's split up and not a word about this to Louise.
Right.
I was in the neighborhood and I thought I'd stop by and say hi to Lynn. Is he here?
Is the seat taken?
Help yourself.
Thanks, big guy.
Oh, George. How did you find me?
Well, I checked out Donut World, and when you weren't there, I figured, where's Belvedere go when he starts getting squirrely?
Am I that predictable?
Hey, you got my family kind of worried, big guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, George. How many times have I said to you people, running away doesn't solve anything, and here I am running away.
Kind of a tubby Tom Sawyer. Hey, come on, Belvedere. You love Louise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what's the big deal about tying the knot?
Well, I suppose after all those little cautions you give me about marriage, I realized you're right.
Huh? But I was just having fun. I mean, half the stuff I do is just to get a rise out of you.
What?
Well, it's like the time I told you English cricket is for sissies. You jumped all over me for weeks. You even dragged me out in the mud to play a stupid game.
And I won.
Yeah. Hey, what about the time I hid your ding-dongs all over the house? Went out and got some police dog to sniff them all out?
Ah, yes, Fritzy. I believe he also sniffed out your secret collection of Playboys.
Marcia's still harping on that one.
Then are you really saying that maybe marriage really could be all right for me?
Hey, if you can handle our household, you sure as hell can enjoy one of your own.
Thanks, George. I needed that.
Yep. If you ask me, the way you cook and sew, you're going to make Louise a damn good wife. Gotcha.
Okay, tomorrow I have a limo picking up Louise. I got your tux back from the cleaners. I ordered flowers for you guys. Oh, and I didn't hawk your rings.
Wesley, I couldn't have asked for a better best man. You handled your duties with dignity and taste.
Yeah, right. Hey, Mr. Belvedere. Now, what are you doing just sitting around the last night you're single?
What?
Hey, big guy.
Hello, Mr. Belvedere.
George, Skip, what are you doing here? Why aren't you doing the news at the station?
We called in sick.
Yeah? Figured we'd make a little news of our own.
Oh, Wesley, you haven't arranged one of those wretched bachelor parties, have you?
Well, it wasn't just my idea.
On a clear day.
Bob, are you behind all this?
Come on, Lynn, you've got to loosen up. Tomorrow you're getting married. Tonight you've got to party.
I won't go.
Oh, yes, you will.
No, I won't. No. No. I'll jump out of the car.
He just bounced back in.
I'll call Louise.
No, she's out with Mom and Heather at the Beefcake Club.
All right, I'll go. But I won't have any fun.
I thought he said he wasn't going to have any fun.
Maybe he has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he learned all that stuff from watching Soul Train.
Oh, come on. He's out there all by himself. I think we should join him. Party!
No sign of him yet? When I get my hands on your father, doesn't he know Mr. Belvedere's getting married in 2 hours?
I think that's them.
Where
have you been?
I don't want to talk about it.
Kevin!
Not now, okay?
Yeah.
Well?
Hey, come on, Marsh. This is all Belvedere's fault.
Oh.
Well, first he gets us kicked out of the Steel Town Inn. Then he talks Goulet into flying us to Atlantic City.
What?
And next thing you know, Belvedere's leading a panty raid on some nurses' convention.
Where's Mr. Belvedere now? Mr. Belvedere, who are they?
Oh, this is Ginger, and this is Annette. I told them they could be flower girls.
You get yourself upstairs, young man. Don't you know there's a wedding in 2 hours?
Well, it looks like we're ready for a wedding.
You're so pretty, I'm ready for a honeymoon.
Out of my way. I have a nervous screw upstairs. The man needs some ho-hos.
I don't care what you say, Angela. This dress makes me look like Margaret Thatcher.
Gosh, that'll be confusing when she shows up for Mr. Bumpercar's wedding.
Margaret Thatcher isn't coming to Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Well, then what are you so worried about?
Hey, come on, kitten. Let's man the door. Who are they?
Oh, you told me to invite the Shriners.
I'm in Elliot and Paula Shriner, up the street. Whoa. Check out the bride.
George, I've got to see Lynn.
Well, you will. You're going to marry him.
No, I've got to talk to him now.
No, seeing the groom before the wedding.
Oh, but
Please, not another word. Come on, Mom, let's get things started.
Okay. Places, everyone.
I'm bewitched by you so. No, not in springtime, summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave you at all.
Lynn, could I talk to you?
Not now.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today.
Stop, please. I'm sorry, but there's really something we have to talk about.
Can't it wait?
I'm afraid it can't.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, would you excuse us for a moment? Chat amongst yourselves. Louise, what's going on? Have you had a change of heart?
Not exactly. More like a change of address. I'm being called back to Africa.
What?
The university at Butare. They need me to come back and lead a guerrilla census.
Why can't they count them?
Well, it's not as simple as that. A census could take over a year. And also, they've offered me a faculty position. I guess we better brush up on our Kinyarwanda.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, you guys better hurry up. Goulet's running out of material.
So, what gives?
Well, it seems that Louise has been recalled to Rwanda.
Hey, that's neat.
Well, wait a minute. If you're her husband, that means that you're...
I'd be going with her.
Well, what are you going to do, Mr. Belvedere? I mean, that would mean you'd be leaving us.
I spent 6 years with this family. They've been some of the warmest and happiest moments of my life. But now, I think it's time for Louise and I to find a life of our own. And if that means traipsing through the mud with my wife, then that's what I want to do.
Well, we can't tell you how much we're going to miss you, big guy, but, well, you sure as hell have our blessings.
I guess we always sort of knew you were going to leave someday.
And I can't think of a happier way for you to go.
As best man, I'd like to remind everyone that we have a wedding to attend.
Do you, Louise Marie Gilbert, take this man to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Lynn Aloysius Belvedere, take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Then by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I'm ready.
The cab's outside, Lynn.
Well, as you know, I was never one for long goodbyes. George?
Belvedere?
After your many threats, I'm glad you never fired me.
Yeah, me too. Don't take any wooden bananas.
Mr. Belvedere, I just can't say goodbye.
Then don't. I've left the recipes. Be gentle to them.
I'll try.
So long, Mr. Belvedere. Thanks for everything.
I regret I shan't see you graduate. You are graduating.
Yeah, I am.
I love you, Mr. Belvedere.
I love you, Heather.
You know, if you weren't so old, I would have married you myself. You know what I mean.
You know, I'm losing my best friend.
Wesley, I've known heads of state and many celebrities, but none have given me finer memories than you. I shall savor our moments together, even the embarrassing and painful ones, which account for most of them. Though you are an Owens, I shall always think of you as a son.
Lynn, I'm afraid we have to go.
Oh, yes, the meter must be running. Well, ta-ta.
He's gone. Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
From the master of suspense.
To all my dear Owens, married life has been rather hectic here in the Virunga Mountains. First, Louise and I enjoyed our abba-dabba honeymoon. Now we fill our days counting gorilla noses. I miss you dearly. But being around apes keeps the spirit of the Owens family alive indeed. Oops, that's close. Louise is calling. Love to all, Lynn. P.S. When you notice I've left my journal behind, don't bother to send it. Perhaps someday I'll drop by and pick it up myself.